All right, so here we go with another cigar review, and watch check here. Zooming in, this is the still got the Seiko Ananta. If you look at the movement here, the second hand, if you can see it, it's like perfectly no tick tick tick. It's a very unusual watch, but it's automatic, but it functions like a quartz. So we're here to do a cigar review. Got a lot of light coming in. This is a Cuban cigar, a San Cristobal. So it's a really kind of a, it's not their run of the mill, as Cohiba, Romeo, Upman. San Cristobal's a little bit, I don't know if you'd say it's an off brand. This is a Torpedo. We picked this up in Havana when we were there, and just a great smooth cigar. I mean, I'll see how it is when I get it up there. You can see the wrapper. San Cristobal, of course, you can get these in the States, but not the Cuban version. And they're a popular cigar, San Cristobal, but a much different smoke, the Cuban smoke. So you can see it's got a little bit of a piece out of it there. So sometimes there's inconsistencies in construction with Cuban cigars. We'll see how this one is. But San Cristobal, notably, is supposed to be smooth. So we'll see. We'll get it cut and get it lit. I was worried if it was a little bit dry. I don't know, that tip came off there. So that, hopefully I had it in the humidor. So right away. An issue. So we got her lit up. Like I said, on the tip there, I don't know if doesn't seem dry, but I guess that tip was unraveling a little bit. So right away you can tell the distinct creaminess of a Cuban cigar. Very different from other country cigars. I smoked the I smoked the Oliva V earlier today, and very distinct difference. The draw isn't quite as good. Maybe again I had to peel off a little bit towards the top there, but a very distinct creamy flavor. You can tell the sort of the Cuban soil, the sandiness of it, saltiness, which is really good. At best, it's medium strength, maybe towards more of a mild. A lot of Cuban cigars are more mild. But yeah, you can see the wrapper or the label, maybe. San Cristobal, Cuba. So you can check out my other videos if you're interested in how you get to Cuba, and you can do so legally as an American, and go there and get cigars. Bringing them back is can be an issue, but you have to look at the regulations and watch my videos on that. I talk about that adventure, but it's always awesome to go to Cuba. Cuba's people are so friendly. Cigars are relatively cheap. In Cuba, this is probably eight or $10 somewhere in there. So decent price, depending on where you go. I mean, most of them, La Casa de Albanos, the prices are fairly consistent. Like at the airport, they're a little more in different spots, but generally cheaper than premium cigars you're going to buy in the States. And flights are pretty cheap to Cuba. You can get there round trip from the States, usually $300-400. Stay in an Airbnb, meet a Cuban family. They're awesome. Get a cab driver that'll take you around and take you to the cigar shops. They have great food. Lobster, usually we got lobster meals for $10 a meal. I mean, fantastic fresh lobster caught that day or the day before. I mean, can't say enough about Cuba. Unfortunately, the situation there is difficult for the people, but they certainly welcome Americans, and it's great to go there and get some cigars and smoke while you're there. Even if you don't bring any back, you can go. And there's a clause under support for the Cuban people that pretty much allows most people to go if they follow certain pretty simple regulations. So, highly encourage you to think about a trip to Cuba and go pick up one of these San Cristobals. Could have smoked it earlier today, maybe my first cigar. I'm not getting a lot of flavor because I already smoked at least one cigar today, and just got done watching the ball game. Guardians won again. That was cool. So, excellent cigar. Probably not my favorite Cuban. I would say. Eau de Monterey. I do like Cohibas. Romeo Julietas. The Upmans are pretty good. Ramon Allen's, great Cuban cigar. So a lot of Cuban cigars to choose from. There's not a lot of variety, although the Cohibas do taste different than some of like this. So anyway, yeah, this is a great cigar. I mean, again, the only drawback I would say it's a little bit mild right now, and again, I'm on some medication and it's affecting my taste buds, so probably need a stronger cigar, but nonetheless, I'm going to enjoy this one. So hope you enjoyed the video. Good seeing you. Thanks for the support to the channel.